Hello everyone, this is Kev and this is BMBBH News. News without the WS.
Mystikal faced an Ascension Parish judge today. He's been locked up since his arrest in 2022 on rape and domestic violence charges. Our Chris Nakamoto spoke to his family and has more on what they had to say in this. Hey, Chris.
Hey, good evening, Greg. His mom told me she's praying for her son, but family members and his longtime friend declined to comment further today. This is video of them exiting the Ascension Parish Courthouse just after 3 o'clock this afternoon. They were in court all day waiting to hear what a judge would do to update this case. He was wearing a bright orange jumpsuit as he sat there in court with the letters APSO on the back. Mystikal has been held without bond since his 2022 arrest on rape and domestic violence charges. He's entered not guilty pleas to those charges. Today, attorneys for all sides agreed they'll meet again next week to discuss future dates for the case. A gag order is in place in this case, which prohibits attorneys on both sides from speaking about it. A trial date and bond review date could be scheduled soon. For the WAFBI team, I'm Chris Nakamoto. Greg.
All right, Chris, thank you. The suspect accused.
Okay, what's up with these rappers? What's up with these entertainers? I mean, you know, the whole Diddy thing, that culture. Is this a culture, or is this just a individual who he needs help? And I believe that the only help that you can give this one at this time is you need to contain him. I mean, it's kind of hard to defend anyone who's been accused of this 3 times. I mean, the first charge was caught on video. With the victim being his hairstylist, says that he accused her of stealing money from him. So he made her do some things with him and his 2 security guards at the time. He spent a total of 6 years in prison for that, and he was registered as a sex offender. Second charge came in 2016 for the same thing. There was him and another chick that got charged for it. And they ended up dropping those charges after he spent 18 months in prison. So that's already 7.5 years of your life. So here we are again, 5 years later in 2022, being charged with the same thing again. So 10 years locked up, and here we are in 2025 trying to decide what to do with him still. And for those of you who are riding and listening to this, I'm going to read the screen for you. Those of you, of course, can read the screen yourselves if you're somewhere sitting down. Mystikal, I know the screenshot says 51, but he's 53 right now, whose real name is Michael Tyler, is facing charges of first-degree R-word, simple robbery, domestic abuse battery, false imprisonment, and simple criminal damage to property. Wow, so he was being a terror. And word on the street is, you know, he was kind of a little crazy anyway, as far as, you know, his capacity for violence, but that could be like just some hood tales or something. But I did hear that he KO'd Corey Miller, aka C Murder, who is currently, I believe, in serving a life sentence in prison for murder. So yeah, you can't live the life. You know, you can only, I guess, how people say, separate the artist from the art. So, you know, separate the person from the art. Therefore, you can enjoy what they put out. And I'll say this, you know, 3 times, you know, I think this guy is finished. There's, I mean, you can't defend that. You can't say that, unless he's the kind of guy that gets into relationships with the worst women, and they always seem to accuse him of this. I mean, which is the odds of that are just not in favor of that. So, I mean, and look, to real victims of things like this being held against your will and being assaulted in that way, I'm really sorry that had to happen to you. So I mean, people, so for me, it's okay if I'm riding in a car with someone and then a Mystikal song comes on, because, you know, like it or not, this man has some memorable classics. You know, Shake Your Ass, Watch Yourself, Here I Go. And, you know, I ain't gonna get too deep into this because this man is a criminal. This man needs to be locked away. And, you know, there are only so far you can go with the injustices of a black man narrative, because, yeah, there are grave injustices against black men, but there's also this criminal element that deserves to be put away. You know, I mean, and this is coming from a guy who's been around since his first album came out, Mind the Mystikal. You know, I know y'all niggas can't fuck with me because I can't fuck with my damn self. When Mystikal hits the dough, y'all niggas ain't ready though. Y'all, what y'all know about that? Some of y'all started at Here I Go. Some of y'all started at Shake Your Ass and Danger. I'm talking about Danger. Yeah, so, but here's the thing. This man has had several chances. I'm pretty sure with these 3 charges that I just got through explaining, this ain't all he did. These dudes was knee deep in some shit. I mean, you think about the toxic rap culture, which, you know, I don't blame rap music for what these kids do out here. I just think that parents are lazy. But the toxic rap culture of it all isn't helping anything. It really isn't. And that's for the people who listen and consume this stuff. And that's for the people inside the industry. I mean, we're all human beings. And this right here shows that this is a very corrupted industry if you got guys and women that keep ending up in these positions. You know, anybody can control themselves. Yeah, they can control themselves. They can have nice, good careers if they want it. And that's in doing anything. But when you are a criminal and you get caught for the same thing 3 times, then you are a problem to the general society. And whatever they do with you under the jurisdiction of the laws that we walk these lands with, then, you know, you really need to go away. You need to be away so people can feel safe. You know, as far as the women who are the victims, I mean, the hairstylist, I'm sorry, the second charge, he actually got away with that. Not got away as in they dropped the charges. You know, I'm not saying he's guilty, but 3 charges. they dropped due to insufficient evidence. So he's gotten enough chances. So what I can say is you can hold on to the memories of his music catalog, you know, his discography. I won't judge you. I don't care. I'm not going to be mad at you because I know it's going to happen anyway. But as far as I'm concerned, if Mystikal had to go away for a very long time, I'm not going to lose any sleep over that. These guys, I mean, these are supposedly the guys that's getting all the women. You know, they have their share of groupies, and, you know, I ain't even saying it always got to be groupies. You know, they have their pick of women, and these dudes want to go out doing stuff like this. I mean, it's kind of, when you really think about it, it's kind of hard to have sympathy for Mystikal. And I mean, why would you? Did he have sympathy for his victims? So, I mean, whoever that is, because like I said, this ain't the only thing this man done. This dude has gotten into fights with people, you know, probably beat people unconscious just based on some gangster shit or whatever you want to call it. So, I mean, so when people say separate the art from the artist, then you're gonna have to do that for Michael Tyler, because thinking of him as a person, I don't, like I said, I've been around since the very first album. I don't think it's a very good look. I'm not going to sit up there and want younger people to emulate Mystikal, because you're going to go to prison, and you're going to go to prison for a long time if you choose to emulate a style like that. Black men do not endorse toxic culture. I don't care if it comes from rap. I don't care if it comes from entertainment, the hood, the streets, which is the source of all of that shit. And I got to admit, if we just had a better parenting system, it'd be less of this hood shit. It'd be less Mystikals being produced, even though I believe Mystikal did go to the military at one point. But surrounded by some very unfortunate incidences, if you understand what this man's story is. But, I mean, like I said, it's not something that I'm going to lose any sleep over. The choices you make in your life will impact you. And Mystikal, Michael Tyler, made some bad decisions, and his mom has to be there to witness it. So anyway, that's it. This is BMBBH News without the WS, encouraging you to hold on to the good memories. I mean, but if you're someone that wants to counsel this guy as well, I totally understand that. So till the next time, people.